Joseph Hastings from Buckeye Grove here with three-star tight end Oscar Delp. Oscar, your recruitment has blown up in recent weeks. You received your first offer back on September 3rd from Michigan. You received your 18th offer yesterday. Can you just kind of talk about your recruitment blowing up and what that's meant for you?
Yeah, I mean, before the whole COVID thing happened, I knew I was going to get out to some schools this summer and try going camps, and then it all hit. So I knew I had to perform my first game, and I did that. And then Michigan came, then kind of just went from there, putting up big numbers in games, and just more schools followed.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about that? You're averaging over 100 yards receiving per game. You've got 7 touchdown receptions on the year. Just talk to me a little bit about this season and how it's gone for you.
Yeah, we put in a new offense this year that's really helped me out. I mean, getting me lined up in different spots where I can match up those short corners and those slow linebackers kind of put me anywhere just to get the ball in my hands and make plays.
What do you do really well on the football field, and why are you such a desired prospect in the 2022 class?
I think my size and speed combination is a really rare thing for some tight ends, and along with my route running ability that I've worked on this season kind of makes me unguardable.
Absolutely, man. And one of the programs that caught your attention, that you actually caught their attention, was Ohio State. They offered you a few weeks ago. Talk to me a little bit about how that relationship has been going with the staff.
Me and Coach Kevin are texting every day. I mean, we're always talking, get on Zoom calls, go over their practices just to see what they're doing with the tight ends. I mean, we're building a great relationship. Me and Coach Day are always speaking as well. He just texted me about 30 minutes ago. I mean, we're always talking on the phone. So, I mean, we're starting to build a strong relationship up there and really interested in going up there.
What are those conversations kind of like with the coaching staff at this point? What are they really saying to you?
I mean, it's not really just about football. They're interested in me and my family and how I'm doing as a person. I mean, we're always talking about them, how they're using their tight ends and how they want to use me and just how much of a contributor I would be to their team.
And speaking of how they would use you if you end up going to Ohio State, they obviously have Bennett Christian on board in this cycle. He's more of a blocking tight end who can catch the ball as well, but you are definitely a receiving threat. Talk to me a little bit about, how they believe you can complement his skill set at the next level.
Yeah, I mean, he's more of a blocker. I'm more of a receiver. They're going to teach me how to block better, but, I mean, they're really going to use me to get the ball in my hands and make plays, while he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be blocking and making those big blocks and open up holes for the running back.
Have you actually spoken with Bennett recently? I know that he's somebody who's been recruiting Benji Gosno out of North Carolina, but have you been in touch with him?
I have not.
Oh, it sounds good, man. And just looking at your recruitment in general, like I mentioned before, you received a lot of offers in the past couple of months. Where are you kind of at with your recruiting process? What are the next steps for you?
I mean, right now I got a lot of schools that I'm interested in, and the next steps for me are to get out on those campuses where I can actually see it. Hopefully come January 1st, the dead period will end, and I can cut my list down from there.
Sounds good, man. And just looking at what you would want to see in a school, what are you going to go and look at in this evaluation process? What are you really looking for in the program?
Academics are a huge thing for me, and how they're going to use the tight end position and how they'll use me and what situations they'll use me in.
For sure, man. And switching back over to Ohio State, did you get to catch their game against Nebraska this past weekend?
I did. It was a fun one to watch.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about it. What'd you think about their high-powered offense?
I mean, they move the ball down the field. They can score when they want to. They're using their tight ends in many different sets, saw them making big blocks, getting the ball in their hands a little bit. But, I mean, they're definitely a very strong team and a very strong offense.
Now, I know it's only been 3 weeks since they offered you, but have you been able to do a virtual visit with the staff?
I haven't been on a virtual visit, but I was up there in the winter before COVID hit at a lacrosse camp, so I kind of got to check out the campus and some of the indoor facilities and such.
All right, so it wasn't a traditional football visit, but what did you kind of get to see from the campus that you really liked? What stood out to you the most?
I mean, I got to see the football stadium, got a feel for the overall city of Columbus. I mean, I really liked it. And I was just kind of checking out the indoor field and just peeking my head around and just looking at everything.
So you mentioned before you're in no rush to make a decision, but Ohio State is obviously a school that you're going to be considering. You've told me that before. What piques your interest the most about the program, if you were to sum it up in a few sentences?
They're competing for a national championship every year, and they probably have one of the best offenses in college football.
Sounds great, man. Greatly appreciate your time today.
Anytime.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing, and come visit us over at BuckeyeGrove.com. for all the best Ohio State information on the web.